Super Mario 64 has one of the most prolific speedrunning communities out there. Thousands of runners across multiple categories have had years to tear apart and rebuild this game into working for them. Mario games across the series allow for insane movement options, tech, and skill expression. Whether it's beating a game with less than a fourth of its required collectibles, or literally rewriting the game itself into a game of Pong. Throughout the years, I've watched various Mario speedruns. I even started speedrunning Mario Odyssey a bit myself. On top of it all, I watched Mario 64 runs. Fun and chill 16-star runs, lengthy and challenging 70-star runs, even the marathons that are 120-star runs. I started to think, damn, I've seen some of these tricks so many times, I bet I could do some of them myself. Could I make a video off of that? It had been at least a month or so since I last saw a speedrun of any sort for this game, and I never looked up a guide for any tricks myself. The most I knew casually and had done already was a BLJ. We'll talk more about those later. Let's get into the run itself. So you know it's me doing the inputs, I made sure to record my controller throughout. And I know what you're thinking, okay, are you really wearing racing gloves just to emulate Mario 64 runners? No, of course not. I'm wearing winter gloves to emulate racing gloves. Oh shit, Nintendo heard me say emulate Mario 64. Hey, at least it's a controller to a Nintendo console. Shit. The first trick is something called Lakitu Skip. Back in 1996 when this game came out, camera controls still weren't commonplace. So whenever Mario crosses the bridge into the castle at the start of the game, Lakitu explains such a revolutionary mechanic. Mashing through this takes about 10 seconds, but speedrunners found a way to circumvent the conversation entirely. By hugging the left side of the bridge just outside of his activation zone, we can save that time and get right inside the castle safely. Too far to the right, you hit Lakitu. Too far to the left, you fall off the bridge and need to swim all the way out of the moat and try again. Well, that's a new one. This trick also, unfortunately, comes after a 40 or so second cutscene right at the start of the run. Nintendo in this era insisted on putting long unskippable cutscenes at the beginning of their games and made a lot of their speedruns a little unbearable. First world we go to is Bob-omb Battlefield, with our next big trick being called the Bomb Clip. In normal gameplay, you go up to the chain chomp, ground pound the stake in the ground, and then get a cutscene of him blasting away this gate hiding a star. In a speedrun, you pick up a nearby bomb, then jump and toss it nearby. Right as it's about to explode, you grab onto it again and Mario gets some weird backwards momentum. Because, physics or collision or something, tossing the bomb at the right time under the right circumstances allows Mario to clip through the gate and get the star. Ooh. What? What? Quicker! Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, fucking breakdance, why not? Oh, and mini tip, ground pounding right when you touch the star saves upwards of a second versus jumping full pelt into it. Next up is Whomp's Fortress. One of the paintings runners stay in the longest. Upwards of 5 stars can be collected here swiftly enough to make them worth it. The first one is nice and simple, not too far off the main route. Simply go to the top and defeat the boss. Even still, there are a couple neat tricks we can use. First is this triple jump wall kick that skips most of the level, but can be a little tricky to get down. After that, to my knowledge, Mario loses some degree of collision whenever he's ground pounding, so timing one preemptively as the Whomp crashes down means we can clip through him and crush him at the same time. Next, we use that same triple jump to get up to the top and climb the tower that appears after defeating the Whomp. There's probably fancy movement you could do to scale it quicker, but nothing I know. Again, we use that triple jump to access some floating platforms and get in position for a trick called Owlless. Normally you're supposed to climb the tree at the start of the level, then fly an owl over this cage and drop in. With some precise movement, however, you can triple jump wall kick in with just enough height to slip into the cage. This is probably also, unironically, the trick I spent the longest on all day. Doesn't get up is very easy, and if you fall, you're gonna take damage. Okay, lock in. The gloves are coming off. It's very warm in here. So even though I needed to collect almost enough coins to get the 100 coin star in healing, I eventually hit it once and probably never will again. Wait, what? Let's go. I like birds. I'm an owl guy. I'll use the owl. Another easy star on this level is one that you could technically use the cannon for, or even navigate to a safer part of the level to drop down onto it, but we can just triple jump up. Not really a difficult one to get. Some people even get this one on accident. Finally, one of the most iconic tricks in the run, Cannonless. In a normal playthrough, you might notice the corner of this platform looking a little off. So, reasonably, You would load yourself into a cannon and blast yourself full speed into it, then collect the star hidden within. In a speedrun, you just get it. Unfortunately, this is a trick I physically could not accomplish. Lining it up is incredibly precise, especially on a controller without notches like the original N64 controller had. Plus I forgot about the first step and just kinda tried to eyeball it. What's nice about the run, if you're not aiming for some of the top times, is that you can always go for the cannon and get the star the normal way. Speedrunning in general allows you to go at it at your own pace. You can grind and aim for the top times, which, sorry, good luck. Or approach it a bit more casually and still finish the game faster than I probably got through Ball on Battlefield as a kid. Speedrunning is cool. Please forgive me for not getting cannonless.
Here we go!
On to the next painting, Cool Mountain. I think you could technically get a lot of stars here since the slides aren't necessarily slow to do, but I'll be so honest, I hadn't watched a run in a while and was winging it. The first one involved the penguin right at the top of the mountain. Everybody say hi, Tuxie.
Hi, Tuxie.
Normally, you would pick up this cute little friend and carry him down the slide all the way down to his mama. Of course, in a speedrun, Tuxie needs a tiny helmet. Tuxie's going X Games mode. Rather than take the normal route, we pick up this poor preschool poultry and take almost a sheer cliff face towards his parent. We can get just enough speed to... usually... oh! Again, usually, jump the gap as well and slide right into the parent's loving arms. Simple, right? Several dead Tuxies later, huge jump. Tuxie! Tuxie, don't you dare. Tuxie, no. Tuxie, no. Tuxie. Tuxie! Yes, simple, free star, no therapy at all. The other star is aptly named. Wall kicks will work. Again, take the slide safely down to Tuxie's reunited home life, get off a bridge halfway, and I think cannon into a tree. And the speedrun? Jump off the map. Where's the star? I don't know. After a few goes, I found the spot you're supposed to do it from, like right by spawn, and jumped off. You have just enough space to weave past the ledge and kick to land safely on the platform. Navigate the path again, try to make it flashy, this is a speed run, and wall kicks will work fine. Our final stars on the main level are a couple of the castle's secret stars. By jumping into some stained glass, we access the secret slide level that I guess is just in the castle. It's not a level, but I guess the stained glass could secretly be a painting. I don't know. Anyway, casual players will take the slide, maybe even go for a fast enough time to get the secret star done by going quicker. Speedrunners? Haha. You can skip a large chunk of the track by jumping off at just the right time. I actually managed to get it pretty early on in my runs and got a solid time of 17.5. Pretty slow compared to actual runners who... Is that guy doing it backwards? But hey, not bad. I can do better. I can beat 17.5. Why the hell did I do that? Dude, was I just legendary? Why not Mario? Oh, there's a wall. Let's go! Past me was washed. With that out of the way, we have enough stars to take on our first Bowser battle. Honestly, I don't know too many tricks for this place except for a little long jump across some platforms later on. I think some runners collect red coins here, but I still had like 3 places to go to and didn't think it would be necessary, so I didn't bother. Don't mess up your throw, and we unlock the downstairs. Our first painting downstairs is Shifting Sandsland. This is another place that I think has a few more stars than I really went for. Come to think of it, how much of this run is bled over from 70-star runs is higher than I might think. Anyway, this one's not too complicated. Just get to the top of the pyramid. It's quick as to do a triple jump over the first hill and then climb your way right up. That's not the way I did. I tried going for a different star and just kind of improvised my way over there, but you know. The real star I meant to get is one with particularly tight timing in a run itself. If you're insanely good at the game's movement, you can sprint right to this bird carrying a star yourself. If you're someone working 40 hours a week, it's a bit more reasonable to go for this shy guy instead. YOLO? 12. Or at least it would be, but this felt like the least consistent thing in the world for me. I would get relatively similar movement patterns or timing windows, and it's in a completely different location. Luckily, I managed to get it quick enough. You just bounce off his head, hit the bird, and... Okay, actually hit the bird, easy. Then do a quick wall slide down the pyramid for fun, and... Oh, okay. Well, I hit it once. Can't be that hard to hit it again, right? Nosedives like he's got the cat suit on. Put the cat ears on, Mario. Take two. Yes! Okay. Don't f this up. We're going the swag strat though. Ooh, yeah! Well, I'm never coming back here again. Quick, easy start here. Not too far off the original path, other than jumping into the lava rather than taking the normal person route. Collect 8 quick red coins and move on. If you got the wing cap, you can also do a triple jump with it on the starting archway and sneak the rolling log star instead. I didn't do that. I forgot if it was 70 star or not. It might be. Ideally, you'd pick up the next star here by talking to Toad outside the next level. Just gives you one for free. I had to do it afterwards and reset the area to get someone important to spawn. I think I kind of just did it out of assumption, but you know. Hazy Maze Cave is the second to last non-Bowser stage we go into, with a couple quick stars in it. Well, one quick star, but you could technically get like 3 here if you go a bit further down the hallway and clip under an elevator or something. I'll be so upfront and honest, I don't know the actual way to get the star that I got here. This level is aptly titled as a maze. What I did was go into this big open room, wall kick, then long jump to nab an easy star over a pit. At 15 stars, a key player that makes a 16-star run into a 16-star run appears. Nips. Without this annoying ass rabbit that we all chased in a really annoying pattern before, you catch him just like this 100% of the time by the way, is instrumental in skipping most of the game. Funnily enough, getting the 16th star from him is actually a death sentence. No. We need the rabbit himself. Mosey your way over to the door outside and with a complicated lineup, not that complicated I guess, you just wait for a shadow to disappear. Then crouch, turn back, pick up Mips once again and carry on down the hallway. Sounds simple enough, but figuring out the exact positioning took me plenty of time. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? With some luck, or I guess skill, sure, you can grab Mips and pull him back into the hallway. We do the same trick on Bowser's door, except instead of needing to go through halfway and then pull Mips through, we just need Mario through. As such, this one is actually even easier. Whoops. Struggle for 10 minutes clipping the rabbit through a door again, and then it's even easier to get Mario through the next one. Everybody say goodbye, Mips! Oh, damn, not a lot of Mips fans around here. All that work gets us to Dire Dock, where a quick swim gets us to the back fin of the submarine. Rather than parkouring or whatever, yeah, like most stars, it's just a triple jump and then boom. Despite the fact that I gave one of the most awful Bowser in the Fire Sea performances you've probably ever seen, I still have a couple tricks I can show you. Namely one that I think is called left side. It's you just go down the left side of the last channel, then can go into the Bowser warp without swirling all the way down the bowl. On top of that, rather than dealing with this we can jump straight over Bowser right at the beginning of the fight and not mess up throws. Yeah, honor, strength, integrity even. God, there has to be some universe where I'm good at those. Final climb. With one last trick before we... Oh, damn. Okay, 2 last tricks. This is the one I know you've heard about. The one I've done to finish a Mario 64 run in the past. Backwards long jumps, or BLJs.
Easy.
No! To my understanding, Mario's forward momentum is capped so that he doesn't continuously pick up speed and, you know, make it impossible to control unless he's relegated to a bunch of straight lines. However, when moving backwards, Mario can gain speed seemingly infinitely, enough to travel parallel universes if you know what you're doing. It's a dangerous power, so leave this one to the experts. Funnily enough, the first one is more tricky, so if you're genuinely practicing this trick, I'd do it on the endless staircase until you get the timing down. Simply put, you just long jump, maneuver backwards onto the stairs, and mash jump at the right timing to keep long jumping, backwards and up the stairs. With enough speed, you'll clip right through the door. Run's nearly over, just gotta do one more of those in the staircase I talked about earlier. Under normal circumstances, it's endless until you have 70 stars, but with enough speed, we can cross any barrier. Are those Mario enemies? I think that's a Waddle Dee. This isn't Mario's cap. Excuse me, do you know how I can get home? Is that a Jellyfish King? Maybe this taxi will take me somewhere useful. Oh. Oh, I did it. Time. So, kind of to answer the hypothesis of the video. Whatever that was. And, I guess it's how you, too, can emulate Mario 64 speedrunners. God damn it, I said it again. Through Osmosis, you can do most of the speedrunning tricks you've seen a Mario 64 run. Although there's plenty of resources out there if you're keen on actually learning any. Frankly, I don't know why I even tried to explain some of them. I backwards long jumped into... I don't know, really? But just be careful. And it only took 2.5 hours.
The power of the stars is restored to the castle.
I did that.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
And thank you so much for watching.